Hello. Today on this episode, we are going to talk about what I said in my last episode, and that was the Heat and the Celtics. I said a few things about Tatum Brown. It didn't really happen yesterday, but in my intro, I did wish that the Heat would win the game. Everybody was saying that wasn't going to happen. I wasn't confident too, but that's all I wanted. So with that being said, I'm a happy person. A little upset though, because, you know, they didn't really do what I said they were going to do, but they won the game. So in the famous words of Prime Time, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, play my theme music. Episode 1.
But she quiet, slim, no diet. I can tell by the voice and the vibe, I like it. When she left, I get excited. Real sprung for the girl, and I can't even hide. I like Mia when she was playing Nina. Love Jones, that's
yes,
a known
sir.
feature.
Yes,
Taking
yes,
pics
sir.
with the camp.
Yes,
Snap your
sir.
finger.
Yes.
What's the number?
What's going on, y'all? It's the CEO. I'm clocking in to the 4th episode of CEO's Office Hours. Welcome to the office. Hope y'all clocked in, having fun, and making that pay with me today on this very episode. Before I get into my Heat and Celtic recap on this, updated episode, I want to show y'all my game of the week, or the day, I should say, my CD for the day. So, my first game is Def Jam Icon on the P3. I have Def Jam, I think, aside from New York, and I have the V for Vendetta on the P2, but it's somewhere over there. But this is the first one that I seen, or saw, excuse me. And this it's a rap game, and a lot of rappers on it. You fight in the streets and everything like that. It's for the culture. If you had the game, especially if y'all had the first one, the V for Vendetta one, I know everybody had that. It was Big Boy on here, the game, Ludacris, T.I., and a couple of other artists on here. Great soundtrack on the P3. Y'all probably got it in y'all archives. And for the album, another one that came out before I was born in 1996 with Dave Hollister. I think Dave was on this one. If he wasn't, I'm going to be pissed because I kept saying he was in Drew Hill, but I know he's in Blackstreet. This one is Blackstreet's album, Another Level. Came out 96, Teddy Riley and the guys. No Diggity with Dre was on there. Tommy Roll, Let's Stay in Love. It was a two-sided too, or was it two-sided? I don't think it was two-sided, but they got enough to make it two-sided. They got 19 songs on here. Deja's Poem, I remember that song. I actually liked that. It was a little interlude. I'll Give It To You, Happy Song, things like that. Blackstreet was tough back in the day, bro. One of the greatest, groups of the 90s, R&B groups. This song, or this album, didn't have Before I Let You Go on it. I'm kind of upset because that's my favorite Blackstreet song. That'll take you there, but yeah, this is a old school joint that I have that was also out before I was born. Make sure y'all cop those two. But in this quick episode, I just want to give a recap of what I said about the Heat. Go Heat, Heat culture. I hope Nia Long sees this. They won for you. I'm an advocate for you and everything. You know why and everything, but that's here nor there.
Oh, God damn. Man, look.
Hi, you guys.
Hey. Ooh. Man.
But last game in Game 7, you had Jimmy go for almost 30. I did say he played the worst out the three, out of him, Brown, and Tatum for game or elimination games. He showed up the most. Butler showed out. Caleb Martin, like I said in the last video, was making him some money this summer. He's continuing to do that. 26 last night too. Was hitting open shots, rebounding, doing all the dirty work. Duncan Robinson, I said don't dribble the ball and shoot. He did not take any dribbles, I don't think, on all his 10 points, except maybe for one, I believe. 10 points, good showing. I seen him a couple threes. Bam, you did okay, but you gotta lock back in. Lowry, he still didn't really help, but congrats to him for winning the game. On Boston's side though, you had Tatum. He rolled his ankle first play of the game. He was never the same in that game, and he usually does good in like those elimination games type of stuff. He didn't show up like that. He had 14 points, 11 boards, 5 for 13 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3, I believe. So that wasn't one of his best games. Jaylen Brown let me down. I was on Twitter talking choppy about JB in a good way though. He had 15 in the first half, but he ended up shooting like 1 for 9 from the 3, 8 for 23 from the field, and had 8 turnovers. Everyone who watches ball knows that JB's handles are always in question, and he just kept losing the ball. He couldn't hold on to it. So having 15 in the first half, I may say, and only ending the game with 19 in an elimination game is kind of crazy, let alone seeing Tatum get hurt. You got to step up. Derek White showed out. Marcus Smart, he just was not there. Rodman was hurt. He wasn't able to do much. Derek White was keeping him in the game, for a long time, but just Caleb Martin, Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, those guys over there in Miami just gritty, locking them up and just doing all the dirty work to win the game, and I'm happy they did. I know I'm a little upset because my predictions with Tatum and Brown were kind of off because Tatum got hurt first play of the game and Brown just cooled down, but for Jimmy, it was good for him, dunk and things like that. To end the episode, before I get there, I want to talk about the legacy thing I had in my last one. Jimmy's legacy is still intact. I personally, this is a wild take, if he wins a ring this year, I'm putting him up there with Kawhi, especially because Jimmy's healthy. And in the playoffs, he always shows up. He's been carrying his teams. He's had worse teams to work with. Let me know how y'all feel about that. I'm really big on the Jimmy and Kawhi thing. I do think Denver is going to win, but I do think if Jimmy does win somehow, he's up there with Kawhi. First ballot Hall of Fame for sure. First ballot Hall of Famer. Book that if he wins. Spoelstra's going to stick around. I know I seen the article about Pat Riley in the office and some former players are trying to get Spoelstra fired. Pat didn't bulge or whatever. He kept it going and stuff like that. That's 6 finals, I think, since 2011. So it's for Coach Spo, that's good for him to stick around. I feel like if Hero comes back, maybe a different series. So the Heat, they're fine. For Boston, and please let me know in the comments what y'all think about this. I have like 5 or so bullet points. Mazzulla's going to be gone. JD may leave. His contract expires next season. He may get traded. I've seen Portland articles, the Pistons possibly, but I think JD's going to leave. Marcus Smart is not a point guard. They need to find a point guard that's not Marcus Smart. He is not a point guard. He's iffy sometimes. He's not a point guard. The experiment has to be over. They've been trying to for the last 6 or so, 5+ years. It needs to stop. Please, find a point guard. Get some help. He can play off the ball, do whatever, come off the bench. He's not your starting point guard. That's 3. Number 4, Gallinari comes back next year. They'll have more depth on the bench. Rob Williams, I'm still on number 4 a little bit. Rob Williams is not the same since his injury. So, like last year, he was snagging 10 a game in the finals and stuff like that. When they get him back healthy, they may be good next year. And the 5th one is Boston needs to stop shooting so many threes. They live and die by the 3. When they're on, it's like everything's going well. When they're not hitting, obviously when they're not hitting, it's not going to be good. When they're off, they're really off. So I need Boston to stop shooting so many threes, try to attack. I know Tatum was hurt and they were down, but like the threes, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. That's how it goes, stuff like that. But my prediction yesterday, I had Brown going off, that was wrong. Tatum going off, that was wrong. Jimmy going off, I said he needed to go off to win. That's 1. Caleb Martin, that's 2. Duncan, that's 3. Heat money line was 4, but I kind of
2 hours later.
All right. So camera died. Went to get some food. I was on my streak for what I predicted last night. I had the Heat money line, like I said before the clip cut off. It's 4-2. Tatum and Brown messed me up. But for the Denver series, it's gonna be a great series. You got Bam versus Jokic. Jokic probably win that battle. Is MPJ gonna show up? Is Murray gonna show up? If they show up, it's gonna be a little complicated. Is Tyler gonna come up for the Heat? We don't know. Jimmy's gonna show up. Is Caleb Martin still gonna be hot when the playoffs? Well, not playoffs, when the finals start. Excuse me. So it's a lot of stuff with that. But overall, you got 2 new teams. I don't have a favorite in either. I think Denver's gonna win. But I'm looking forward to both teams. So that being said, I'm gonna end this episode. Make sure y'all have Def Jam icon, all 3 of the games. Make sure you got the Black Street album, you feel me, right here. And make sure y'all watch the finals on Thursday. It's gonna be a great game. It's a lot of grittiness, a lot of hard basketball, things of that nature. I'm gonna leave y'all with a video from the playlist down below. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Tell me about JB. Tell me about where y'all think he's gonna go, how this is gonna break up. Let me know. So see y'all clocking out. I will see y'all for episode 5 after the first game of the NBA Finals. Thank you for watching. Over with.
Just got off work. Yeah. This what I need in my life. Yeah. This is what this what I need in my life. Ways of income coming when I'm not even alive. Looking for genuine vibes. Niggas want half of my time. Bitches want half of my money. Fuck it up where she decide. Used to seeing for size, they come to me all of the time. All different colors and shapes, all different people they like. All of my hoes is 9s. I keep my bitch at a 10. All of her past niggas finished, I passed them up again. I overlap my losses, I got paper and I been saucing. I think my goals is hard and then I hit them, happens often. I been getting fly since a young nigga. Bitch, I'm awesome.